All right, let's get it.
Let's get into it. Seeing Joker so much, I gotta play P5 again.
I'm like 1 hour in.
I'd say play it because I like it so much, but it might not
That's
be your thing.
literally everyone, like, what has everyone has said.
Like it's one of those games where I like it because I can just mindlessly grind.
Oh, fair.
But if you're not the biggest like JRPG guy, then it's probably not for you.
Just so long as I have like this time put aside to play through a JRPG, I always enjoy it. But
Yeah.
that's just like the problem, right?
Ooh, Pineapple.
Persona 5 is a giant.
It is a very long game. I think my first run of P5R was 115 hours.
Yeah. I don't have that time to commit right now.
Yeah, no, there's. It's one of those things where it's enjoyable both ways. Where it's either you play it in like I played it in long spurts. Where my first I played original P5 first because one of my buddies from work lended it to me.
Yeah.
And I think I sunk 75 hours into that game in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was having so much fun with it.
See, I wish I could say that I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
But the problem is that I would not do 75 hours in 2 weeks. It would be within 1 week. Because that's just how I play any sort of like long single player games that I really enjoy, is that I don't stop until I finish it. And it's bad habit because everything else in my life disappears.
I have that same problem where I just kind of heavy focus on one thing.
Right. And it's just unfortunate because at this point in my life, I can't afford to do that part.
But it is definitely one of those games where I feel like you can also just enjoy it. Like, oh, I'm gonna play it for like 2 hours or so today, and then you drop it for a good week, and then you come back to it.
Yeah, I dropped it for a good 2 months so far. We'll see if we get back to it. Anyway, back to the set.
Yeah. Back to Bart. Link. I always forget how heavy Link actually is.
Yeah. Link is still kind of like a sleeper bottom of high tier character probably. If I had to like place him somewhere.
I'd say middle of high tier, but like Optimized Link. Optimized Link I feel like would be one of those characters that's the best in the game. But
see, my feelings about Link is he definitely is in high tier. I can't put him higher than like the bottom of high tier because every other character that I consider high tier, I'm like, oh yeah, that character's better than Link. Like Falcon, better than Link.
He's very much a gatekeeper character.
In his odd sort of way, yeah.
Link also, aside from Nair being ridiculous, just feels kind of inconsistent at times.
A little bit. Like, once it comes time to find a kill, if he can't, like, get that good option to kill, it's weird. Either way, though, Poof actually keeping it relatively even against Ravenking right now.
Link is also one of those characters, though, that, like, 3 hits, you're already at 50.
Right. Yeah, if those 3 hits are all fairs, too, you're going to be at, like, 7.
Exactly. And they all link. No pun intended.
Alright, what are you looking for?
Just playing a little neutral, but no air dodge.
He nittered onto the platform, sidestepped, and tried to nair again.
Yeah, that's neutral.
Alright, anyways.
Back air, gonna
out
take
neutral.
Out neutral.
Another 5-game set. Ravenking taking the first game. Shouts to the boxes in frame. Yeah, hide the shame really quick. Up there on bracket, Yashil out at 7th, losing 2-1 to Blucas. Blucas and Starman happening now. Ice Knight waiting for the loser of this set.
Box cam, box cam. What's in those boxes, I wonder?
I think nothing, because that's what Malverners go. Right. Good start from Poof, 61%. Pretty solid.
I could believe in the box. I want to see some boomerang jank.
Sorry, we're posing for a picture right now. That down smash?
Very photogenic.
actually taking the
Forward
first
air,
stock.
take it. I do like watching it go.
Right, that looked almost Rob-like.
He almost had something.
Wait,
Whoop.
should be dead. He
Nice
commits.
jump.
No.
Hate that nair. Why does that nair do the things it does?
Because the leg is
Funny.
out there. It just be out there, man.
The thing I also wish had more utility in Link's kit is Sword Beam. Personally,
The only person in the Chicago area that makes use of it is Icewell.
Icewell makes use of a lot of things.
But like that in particular, he
Yeah.
was the only Link in the area that
I
does
have
that.
noticed that. When
I
see his
think
sets.
Rin did as well, but if I'm not mistaken, Rin moved actually.
Yeah, red move.
He's still Chicago
It's
hard.
something that has utility, like niche utility, but I wish I had more because I don't. It's such a cute little nod.
You can only use that 0%. That's the biggest issue.
That
with
is
it.
also the biggest issue. Again, cute little nod, but
Ouch. Poof to stock up here, 93%. But against base Joker, that's
Poof has
awful.
been seeing a lot coming up from Poof recently too.
Right.
A lot of those, I guess you would call them sleepers in Chicago, have been having them. How did that not connect?
That's twice now they had like an odd, just misconnection.
A lot of those, like they had those players that are like, you know their name, but they're not like the cream of the crop. I feel like they've all been starting to get their time in the spotlight recently, where they're
Right.
starting to get those placements. Which I always like seeing because you can show me all the icon sets and all the
No, show me more icon sets.
show me more icon sets, yeah. But you can show me those sets all day
Poof
long.
should be dead here.
Yep. You can show me those sets all day long, but I would still always love to see a good up-and-comer make a splash.
That's so that sort of like thing is why I really, really want there to be more regionals and monthlies in the Chicago area,
Yeah,
because that sort of thing is more likely to happen at those events.
the breakout event.
Yeah, like we saw that most recently with Big Mac at Gale Force.
That's right, I saw
Like
that.
Big Mac before Gale Force, he was still PR level, but like he was never like
he
the
seemed like
threats.
he seemed like he was in a bit of a slump before
Yeah.
Gale Force, and as soon as Gale Force happened,
He was in a 9-month-long slump since quarantine ended. He had been in a slump. That event happened. He decided today I'm going to try, and
today.
he showed exactly what he can do.
Now he will try. Do love a good icon set though.
Yeah.
I was watching at Genesis when he was playing Myron. He had. He just got stuck in the Myron zone. That's all
Yeah.
that was. I am kind of impressed that both of Icon's stream sets were the ones he lost. So
Yeah,
we
those-
didn't. We
There
didn't
must
really
be an
get to see
icon bias or something. That's weird.
real.
They're afraid to show what he can do.
Whoop.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Right, Ravenking
Love
trying his
just,
best to
just
try and
love
even
seeing
up.
Chicago at the majors in general.
It's still very, very nice to see more than just Ned doing very well
Yeah.
at regionals for Chicago. All right, Orson's out. This stock really needs to go off of Booth,
Bro-
though.
Brother Bear has shown up.
Speaking
Oh.
of, Booth is trying to get rid of Arson immediately. He's probably gonna here. It's gone.
Arrow. Link has so many little things that I wish had more utility and you could get more often, like Sword Beam, and also double arrow being a thing is also really cool, but you really never get to use it.
I think that is cooler than the Blade.
I think that is actually cooler than the Blade Beam. It's just also something that I feel like has even less utility because you have to go out of
pick it
your
up.
you have to go out of your way to both shoot.
Oh, wait, what an edge guard, though.
You have to go both out of your way to shoot a low power arrow so it actually gets stuck in the ground. Walk over, pick it up, hope you don't get hit in the middle of all of that. And you also have to hold on to the arrow, meaning you lose access to bombs.
I want to see the link that goes for that between stocks as opposed to pulling out a bomb.
Yeah.
It just goes for arrow drop nair combos.
Make it happen.
Right, 1 stock apiece.
Stock
Poof,
apiece,
keep it
mostly even. Seems like he doesn't have. He's going for these nairs, and it feels like he doesn't have a lot of options out of it, especially at these lower percents. Air dodge. Fine though. Then wins game, but we've got our Sen on deck.
Yeah, there is like the toppest of top tiers out right now. Proof not gonna have any of it
Counter.
though. Yeah. This might be Proof's game.
Could be.
He's playing with good momentum right now, but
Yep, bomb's gonna take it.
done. 2-1. Proof on the board.
Could see a momentum shift here. I'm actually in that bracket. Nuts.
Hope they don't DQ. I don't think they will.
I hope not.
I'm gonna tell them right now too. Kidding.
What the hell? Hardest part about this commentating thing is watching my mouth.
Honestly, you're kind of used to it.
I'm working on it.
I don't think you're that bad about it, to be honest. There is people that are worse.
Yeah, like outside of commentary, I have a sailor mouth. But
I think I go like in and out of that, right?
uh-huh.
Like at home, no, I'm awful. Do not listen to me at my house. Like if I was recorded at my house, I would be canceled. There would be foot But at Smash events, no. I feel like I'm well-mannered for the most part.
I feel like you have to be as a TO.
Kinda. I don't know. Some TOs could probably do better, but whatever.
Yeah. Game 4.
Ravenking's still up pretty high here. 94%. Not done yet either.
PS2. Whoop. That's good. Oh, he's.
Oh, that was funny.
I think that's a good trade all around.
Yeah, I was about to say, out of the possible things that could have happened with that first strike, that was probably the best for Proof.
Bart. I don't understand the joke, but I love it.
Things that feel absolutely awful to get from Pilot Smash. Both hits of Link's F Smash.
Link dash attack.
Wow.
I'm gonna take it.
And very high percent too.
Ooh,
This is
again.
actually Proof's game to take at this
It is.
point.
Thank you, LeMay. I appreciate the explanation. Yeah, there's that momentum shift I was talking about earlier, though.
So
We got our set on deck.
completely unrelated to the game. I feel like I have to admit this. When I heard people start calling Poof Parth, I assumed he was a Marth player, and that was just like Poof with a P, Marth.
I
Yeah,
thought it was.
yeah.
I thought it was something
I'm so
involving
sorry.
Pyramithra at first, but dash attack gonna take it.
That was nice, actually.
Yeah.
Ravenking not looking too happy about it though. Can't blame him though. Two stack from
Will
Proof. I
tilted.
think that was
2-2 right now.
of the games that we've seen so far. That was probably the most convincing
The most
one.
solid.
Yeah, from either of them.
Ugh. We got a hype game 5. Oh, I heard Ike. We got Ike coming out. Hype. pipe. The joke is primed and ready.
The joke?
The joke.
I'm missing the joke, apparently.
Funny move.
Oh, it is a funny move. You're right. I can't wait to see it. So honestly, I wonder what the mentality was going into the Switch here, right? Because the Joker wasn't doing bad at all.
Maybe after that what is it, fourth game, like just such. I feel like Poof was definitely figuring out the Joker just as time went on. So after that fourth game being taken so solidly,
so
might want to do a bit of a switch.
Now that I'm thinking about it, is there anyone else that like is on like the top 10 of PR, let's say, just like the full PR? Anyone that has as reliable of two characters as Ravenking? Like, does anyone else have that strong of a secondary or co-main?
I don't think so.
Wow, I'm surprised that didn't grab ledge.
I'll be gonna take it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
goodbye.
I don't think there is anybody that has.
The only person that comes to mind would be Burst, but he is an enigma in his own right. He plays so many characters and they're all good. I guess if Faye gets on the PR, she would have both Sephiroth and I almost said Faye, but Bayonetta.
Have yourself as a character. Still trying to push for pronouns on the stream overlay.
Yeah,
as someone. Oh, like
there's
dash
a
attack.
funny move. So
Leme Koopa, thoughts?
So we've talked about it already as far as like getting pronouns and overlays.
Yep.
Because of everything that's going on with Warp Zone and just trying to get everything else straightened out with what we have for a stream tool, I am doing my best to get it done in time for Warp Zone.
Yep.
And
as someone who actually struggles with remembering everyone's pronouns,
yeah,
I want to get them right.
No, it would absolutely be good for everybody.
Because there are times where it's like,
oh, you're
that's
gone.
gonna be it. But there are times where.
All right, game 5 goes to Ravenking. But
yeah, a lot more solid. But there are times where I'll either be like, just forget.
Right.
Because I'll meet you once and I'll forget.
Right.
And then there's times where